Hey guys, Tin Man here. I'm very, very excitedly happy about the newfound interest. And they're dating back. They're looking at the history of what I've been talking about. And they're compiling their own data within their own mind on this. And I'm getting people from all the way around the world. And not every country, obviously, or maybe that's not obvious, but not every country. And also, yeah, United States is my heaviest, biggest. And Canada, Australia's up there. You know, I didn't think to really memorize the top guys. I kind of was just glancing and figuring, looking at stuff. And America, hats off to you guys, man. You really put in the hours. But I get why America might be putting in different a set of hours than the rest of the community that is starting to be aware of, kind of on the level that I'm speaking of, and other people are starting to speak of. And I'm not trying to take full credit or anything like that. I'm not. I've seen some action across the way there, so I was just curious why that happened. It could have been a crow. Because I know... Yeah, for now I'm just gonna go with bird action. Must have been. Tons of birds out. It's just a beautiful day here where I'm parked, and I did a good car cleanup here, and got rid of a bunch of trash out of here and such, and yeah, airing it out and stuff, cleaning up mold, condensation, Anyways, so back to the subject of and basically what I want to say is, after that little roundabout there, talk about there, I want to reach out to you guys. People have pointed out that I got a lot of repetitive videos, and any of you that really are learning to learn off of me, realize really it's very important. It's not that you want to get the combined subjects of those repetitive, say you watched 5 videos in a row and they're all on the same subject and it was very repetitive, then that's a difficult run to go with. But I'm really broken up. I'm really broken up into the different natures of the earth and how these guys are putting their fingers into it and having their say. I give ideas of why I believe they're having their say, why I believe they're here, the abilities, different things. Do I have full cups on any of the subjects when it comes to these guys? Not at all. My cups are all 3/4 empty or 3/4 full, one or the other. Anyways, so yeah. I sat back and just watched my numbers grow. And they're growing every week. Or have been anyways for the last 4 weeks. Have been for the last couple of years, but now it's, a good number growth. And lots of people are sticking around and staying as subs. And yeah, so I'm getting lots of good stuff. And oh yeah, so people in America, their care of gardening their money for having people take care of things, their weather system, areas without water systems, and then they can still notice growth or death or whatever. Areas of where there's high amount of water, they notice. So they're just picking up on a lot of stuff. Sorry about that. Let's see what he's all about. A lot of helicopter activity here, but I really think it's just kind of learners and traffic and stuff. But anyways, we got the river there, so I think they just kind of go near the river. I'm a ways up from the river, whatever. So anyways, they oh boy, where was I there? So what I want to say then, one of the differences with, say, Central America, America, and then we're in North America, and us in Canada, our weather system is just like lots of America in mountains, maybe a little bit. Here I'm out on the Pacific coast. I'm on the west coast here of the Pacific Ocean, and I'm not even much above sea level here. Where I happen to be on, I'm a little bit of a rise up from the regular part of our town, and so I don't know, 100 feet, 200 feet above sea level. And I'm inland. As the crow flies, I don't know, let's just go with, say, 60 miles, 100 kilometers, something like that. Saying what I'm saying is we're all, to some extent, a lot of people are clicking in to a difference in the tree aspect of it. I take is deeper in the rabbit hole than that because of my first 21 days with Bigfoot, and then all my months and hours since then. And my 21 days locked in a certain amount of information that made me not be able to really stop. I needed to keep going further. And it wasn't much further where I ended up realizing that I don't like all the information. I find it hard to handle. And be kind of on the up and up, on the deepest level of what information I've been able to obtain. And it's not like it's still surface, but it's, you guys, it would be kind of like you guys are just walking to the hole with your shovel. Walking to the spot with your shovel. Haven't started digging a hole. I already started digging the hole and I've come in so deep. And I'm hanging out here and I can go deeper. And I'm trying to be really careful because some of my tempting deeper is what some of the guys have televised before, and it ended up being bullshit. These liar guys, not the truthful ones, just the ones who even have been found guilty of lying and making things up. So not like RD, who's recently passed away. I used to watch his stuff when I had more time to do that, and he went heavy. He was living in amongst the beings. On the sidelines is what his feeling was, I think. But, it's not like I fully, deeply explored all of his stuff. But, yeah, to a certain extent, that man was pretty going in there. I do it differently, get close to them differently than he got close to them. And I believe I can get closer to them than he did get closer to them. I don't know his fullest closeness. What he ever really did feel like, oh, there's one like 6 feet there. Or this in particular one that I got on video, it is 6 feet in, whatever. I'm not too sure exactly his findings and such. Anyways, so, yeah, I might, right here is one of the retaining wall systems. And I'm thinking about doing kind of a little bit of a video on it, just to let us know, the change in that wall. And other than that, there's a lot of stuff that has already been presented to you. And because I'm thinking that I'd like to see how this can start getting to another level now. Not sure what the level is going to be, or else I'm just going to keep doing it the same way. I myself, I'm not going to be sitting in front of a computer doing a whole bunch of, computer work to bring up not unless I was parked. Like if I ended up taking a place to stay for a month or two or something like that, uninsure the car, make it so things are within walking distance, nice quiet little area, and then maybe I'd sit back and do some computer work that way, and established some new grounds with the community that way. Because that's really what it is, you guys. So much of it is just about me trying to establish grounds with you guys. Do I look forward on the build-up of the change on the incomes through the YouTube and such? I do. I do look forward to it. But I think that's okay. Will it ever get really big and comfortable? I hope so, because I've worked really hard for a while here, and I've done a bunch of promises based on what I felt were shortcomings and stuff, in part because of this work, in part because of my injuries. And this is fully my job from this day forward. Like, I'll do other things, I'll help out with different things and stuff. I'll try to get my mind back to just being kind of a little bit more comfortable once I see more people involved on a higher level of making sure we're sharing this information, where others are starting to bring it into their research and stuff. And I say the best way to do that, you guys, is to continue to show me credit. And any of those people that I hear doing that kind of stuff and showing me some credit, I'll help you. Don't think that you're going to go out there and learn my technique. It's I don't fully expose myself. I show you a certain amount, and part of that is really based on the safety of the beings and the safety of you. So the full mentality package of what I believe I'm comprehending here isn't what I've shared with you guys. So there's more to it. It's not something that I feel like you should just let loose in information. It's staged learning. You have to go through kindergarten, then grade 1, then grade 2. And if you took preschool, then that's awesome, because you'll probably be able to feel very comfortable and advanced there. And yeah, it's just that system. There might be a couple of people that can skip grades and stuff like that. Like, that all goes down. But don't think you're just going to jump in there as a grade 12er or university graduate, or just starting university in the level of tracking these guys, because it ain't going to happen. So peace out. there might be the odd person out there that can be a Wayne Gretzky or something, but we don't know. Peace out, Tin Man. Thanks for subbing, sharing, letting people know that this 15 minutes, there's really information in here to really hear. It's time for people to start hearing the new evolution of Bigfoot. The newest.